Okay, I wouldn't say that. Well, I don't know how to I don't know how to start this video like this, but it's a lazy attempt. I get it, but I mean, I don't know how to start this. I don't know what to say of how it will be or how it is. You know. Now, okay. Hey, yeah, I know I forgot to tell you. Yeah, this is a Fault Kid, and yeah, this is the under situation that we're having around here, and you know, yeah, you saw the title. You know what's been going on. So you know, this is kind of what Sony PlayStation's been doing, and what's really crazy. Something just happened, or what? Not just happened. What just announced what Sony's gonna do? Not this year or next year. It's gonna start in the start of 2028, which is the next 2 years. I mean, crap, guys. What's happening in the next 2 years is that Sony is killing off their own physical discs or video game disc. Yeah, I know this is gonna sound scary, and yeah, it is gonna sound very scary for us though to think that Sony's gonna kill off the physical medias. I mean, their own physical media discs, or it'd be like a video game or something, right? Yeah, it's just really scary. I know. I mean, I'm just gonna hope and pray that Blu-rays won't go away either, because Blu-rays is owned by Sony, which means Sony owns Blu-ray. For a perfect example, I mean, but before I get to that situation, I'm just gonna sound very stressful, but it is also stressful for me too, though. Yeah, I know. I've been collecting a bunch of well, not a bunch, but just a few PS5s physically. Like, for example, like Resident Evil Requiem, Sonic Frontiers, Resident Evil 4, or some other ones, So, and not only that, guys, I even upgraded some other games like Resident Evil 2 remake on the PS5, Resident Evil 3 remake. Well, it's the worst remake in my opinion. Well, not the worst, but not a great remake, but still. And of course, upgrade the PS5 version of Grand Theft Auto 5. I think I already showed you. I don't remember, guys, but yeah. Anyways, yeah. So I did have fun upgrading these since I have a PS5 now, and I mean, if you have a PS4 disc of these, or not this one right here, but these ones, you actually put disc in there, and guess what? It gave you an offer that if you want to upgrade it to the PS5 digitally, well, despite you have to have a PS4 disc in it. So you press select, and guess what? You just get to play it though for free with the PS4 discs to play the PS5 version. That's pretty cool, convenient though, if you ask me. And I had to amend that. Just so you know, with that though, I mean, I've been a physical media collector for a very, very long time. I mean, I've been a collector. I mean, I've been owning movies since the VHS. I've been owning VHS since I used to have a few VHS tapes when I was like very, very little, like 4, maybe 5 or whatever, or 3, however, or whatever, how old I was when I first had a VHS tape, whether it be a movie or episodes from a TV show, before I started having most DVDs, I've been buying a bunch of DVDs. Well, my parents or brother used to buy me a bunch of DVDs, at the time, and before Blu-rays, my dad owns a Blu-ray though, like when I was like, what, I don't remember how old I was. I know I was around 7 years old. Well, when I was about like 7 years old when Blu-rays came around, so, but, and Blu-rays were perfect though, Blu-rays was, and Sony does a really great job with it, because, high definition with 1080p quality, right? But it's just pretty cool though. Would it be like a collector's edition or standard edition, right? But speaking of that, guys, I mean, I like picking up collector's editions. I mean, whether it be from Shout Factory or Screen Factory or etc. From other DVD companies, right? I buy these because they go out of print sometimes. That's why I get them, especially because, like, in case collector's edition goes away one day, that's why I get them. I mean, yeah, I've been buying some like Shout Select titles, and they were really good though, And I was, as well as a few Arrow videos, like like Deep Blue Sea, for example. They did really great with their releases. Like, they put out some like posters with their collector stuff inside the box set thing, right? As well as some like yeah, of course, every disc have a lot of special features. Like, all right, Blu-rays stored way more than the DVD because the DVD stored like 8 GB, and I think the Blu-ray stored like 32 gigs. So, which is how they store a bunch of special features in one disc. That's pretty interesting if you ask me, though. I mean, yeah. So, yeah, I've been watching new shows. Well, not new shows, but yeah, I've been watching some shows like I've been watching like a couple of animes, here and there, and some other shows I never got to watch, like The Sopranos, etc. I mean, yeah, I end up buying shows physically, like in case it's not on Netflix anymore, right? I mean, sure, you can easily watch it on like whether it be on HBO Max or Paramount Plus, etc. Like watching Hey Arnold, for example. Like Netflix does not have Hey Arnold anymore. They don't. I mean, sure, you can watch it on Paramount, like I said, but yeah, I did. Yeah, I said like Paramount other streaming, but this one you can watch it on Paramount because it's made by Paramount. Plus, it's a Nickelodeon series, right? So it's definitely one of my favorite '90s Nickelodeon cartoon. What I think this is my favorite '90s cartoon. Well, despite I wasn't despite I didn't grow up in the '90s because I was born in because I was born in the late '90s, like the year 1999 to be exact. Who grew up in the 2000s and become a teenager in the 2010s, which I'm sure a lot of you guys, or a lot of people like my age who understand that. So, and I'm sure there's people from like who grew up in the 80s and 90s as well as the 70s who probably should agree with me what I'm saying, right? But anyways, though, yeah. Speaking with Hey Arnold, I own the series physically. I get to watch it anytime I want to. So there you have it. Yeah. And speaking of owning a TV show or a movie, okay, you own a movie digitally on PlayStation library, right? Unfortunately, what's really scary, what's going to happen, what Sony's going to do, unfortunately, is that they're going to remove every single movie and TV shows digitally off people's library. I mean, first off, I feel really glad that I never own anything digitally or buy it digitally. Otherwise, it would be a waste, though. I never interested buying movies digitally because I only like to buy movies physically as well as TV shows, because I just like having it on a collection, right? And I like holding copies and everything like that, right? I gotta feel really sorry for a lot of people that owns that owns a lot of digital movies on the library, and this is the worst. This is such a ridiculous and worst thing that Sony is doing, or PlayStation is doing it, especially at the time. Especially by the time when 2028 starts. I mean, I don't know what Sony's thinking, or I mean, I don't know why they wouldn't just offer customers a refund after buying movies digitally for a year or so. I don't understand this because Sony, they are rich and monopoly or billionaires, right? I mean, I don't understand why they won't just get their money back. I mean, after buying digital movies for all these years, for example, Except I buy games digitally sometimes because I only buy it when it's on sale, cheap price. That's why I buy games when it's on a good deal, right? When it's on sale. But most of the time, most of the times I buy games physically. Yeah, always buy movies and shows on physically, right? That's what I do though, because when it goes away from other streaming services, right? But yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just kind of crazy and scary to hear what Sony's going to do. I mean, especially get rid of their physical media disc for video games in 2028. And another thing, the PlayStation 6 is going to come out. I don't know when, though. I just hope it doesn't come out in the next 2 whatever years, though, because I wasn't ready for it. Not ready for that to happen. I mean, I will be okay if they at least wait for the next 4 or 5 years for it to happen, right? for a PlayStation 6 or the next Xbox, right? I mean, I will be okay if there will be a PlayStation 6 or the next Xbox, maybe like in 2030 or 31, right? I'll be perfectly fine with it, okay? But not in 2028, okay? No, not in 2028, guys. No. For the new consoles, no. Please wait for the next 4 or 5 years, Sony or Microsoft, okay? I know they're not going to listen, unfortunately. They just want to do it. I mean, well, it's because the old PlayStation 5 or whatever been around for 7 years, though. It's time to do this. Well, big freaking deal, okay? I mean, I feel like it'll take forever to make things work, okay? To make things powerful, right? I mean, at least just wait for the next 4 or 5 years. I mean, what's so hard about that? Plus, it's not that thing long, Sony. I mean, come on. I don't know, guys. I mean, I understand what they're doing right now. I understand it's convenient and all that, but I mean, at least physical media are cheap price. Well, sometimes they're expensive is because they don't sell very well. That's some other older games, you know, like on the Dreamcast, GameCube, you know, etc., right? Or some other PlayStation 2 games that were, you know. And some other Xbox and PlayStation, right? Some other games never been sold well, which is why they're still very expensive, you know, or kind of expensive, you know. All the games that sold very well, at least they're cheap, because at least it's cheaper than buying a video game digitally, because it's just pretty expensive. So that's what I'm trying to say. So anyway, guys, I think that's pretty much it for this, though. I mean, that is the bad situation with with PlayStation killing their own physical media disc, video game disc, you know. Oh, one other thing is that Sony did release some of the games for the ports, but I don't see Black Ops 1 and 2 on there because it's on Twitter. I mean, but I don't know. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm sure a lot of people are going to understand what I'm saying in this video, and especially like this crazy announcement from Sony, and I don't know, guys. This is just getting crazy, and what they're doing in the next 2 years. I mean, gosh, it's going to be very stressful in my opinion, and it's just going to be tough, which I'm sorry to say. Not to complain, but I believe it's true. So you know. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video or so. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Peace out. Take much respect, and I'll see you guys later, guys.